Hey, glad I caught you. The Republic needs a Jedi now more than ever. Corellia's under Imperial control. Every squad, soldier, and CO in the galaxy is fighting to get her back. We thought the Empire had taken the planet by force. Turns out, they had the Corellian Council's blessing.
I can't see the average Corellian agreeing to that.
The people of Corellia made the first strikes against the Empire. Unfortunately, they didn't do much damage. The Empire's taken over factories, shipyards, even local transport. The transport blockades become the most urgent problem. The Republic's got allies all over Corellia. But without access to the rocket tram system, most of the Republic army is stuck here.
Where do these rocket trams run?
The suspended tracks all around Coronet City. It's the only way to reach some areas, and troop deployment's crippled without it. Corellia is a core world, a major industrial hub, and one of the founding members of the Republic. If we fall here, it might be for good. General Aves knows more about the trans system situation. He wants to see anyone willing to help.
I'll report to General Aves. Just tell me where to find him.
General Aves has a command bunker here in the spaceport. I'll tell him to expect you.
General Aves, I was told you could use some help.
Master Jedi, I know the Order's stretched thin, but the Empire's not going to give up easy. Corporal Hartke explained we've lost access to the rocket trams, but he wasn't clear to know why. The Empire's gotten their hands on some modified neutron emitters. They're using them to wipe out anyone on board the trams.
I'm guessing you discovered that the hard way.
The minute we landed, I sent my best squads ahead on the tram. They were dead before they reached their stop. The Republic has allies all over Corellia, but they're no help if we can't reach them. We've got to find those neutron emitters. We've received word that Corsac may have intel on the neutron emitters' location. They've carved out a safe haven in the red light sector.
What does Corsac stand for?
Corellian Security Force. Local law enforcement and our primary allies against the Empire. Without trams, the only way to reach the red light sector is on foot, and Imperial shock troops control what's in between. If you attack the Empire's supply camps, the shock troops will be distracted. My escort will move to meet up with Corsac as fast as we can.
I'll keep the shock troops busy until you've gotten through safely.
The path is littered with crashed ships and dead soldiers. I don't plan to linger. Once you reach the red light sector, meet me in the Gilded Descent. It's an old casino turned Corsac fortress. I'll let Corsac know we're coming. We'll be right behind you. Welcome to the Gilded Descent. Corsac had the intel on the neutron emitters ready and waiting for us. The emitters are at Coronet Shipping. They're a major distributor of starship parts and weapons. The place is built like a fortress. Unfortunately, the Empire's using it as shock troop headquarters. That makes a straight assault impossible. Too many defenses.
Can we bring those defenses down somehow?
With a few months of careful planning, maybe. But we don't have that kind of time. Nearly every place on Corellia has a back door. Corsac thinks some of the Solonian tunnels run right under Coronet Shipping. The Solonians haven't dealt much with the Republic, so I sent a Corellian to do the negotiating. He should have been back by now.
I've never heard of the Solonians.
One of Corellia's native species. They were tunnel dwellers, until the Empire cut off their supplies.
Sir, Imperials attacked the rendezvous point. Captain Kantaris and the Solonian have been captured.
Someone tipped off the Imperials. Do we know where they're being held?
There's a captured Corsac station nearby. It would have the cell blocks and fortifications they'd need.
Corsac needs to keep the red light sector secure. You've got to free Captain Kantaris and his Solonian contact.
I'll handle it.
These Corsac stations have room for plenty more prisoners. Help them if you can. But Kantaris and his contact are your primary concern. I'll put Corsac on alert, and tell my scouts to watch for any sign of them. Get going.
Be mindful of your safety.
Yobana Pihota, Mindia?
I'm here to rescue you.
Pueg, imatakamu, nakise!
Doti puna, manchika pugnoni snimo.
Uklu mafudal, tamluhome tauluzu tu.
Only doing what was right.
Tuar ozun mul pelutar partabaza.
Oka kiza spida parupa. Gadwa shiniko higatanoria.
Call Cantaris. General Aves sent me to get you out of here.
Just in time, too. I didn't like the looks of those Imperial interrogators. This is Goss, head of the local Solonian Sept. She can get us inside Coronet shipping.
Whatever's threatening the Solonians, we can help. If I get them out, is there somewhere safe they can go? I'll clear out the Imperials and help as many as I can.
Can't really ask for more than that. Place looks pretty cleared out. Goss and I will get back to the red light sector and meet up with General Aves. The Imperials will hit the Solonians hard once they discover our escape. You better move fast. We're starting to wonder if you'd make it back. Glad you didn't bring the Empire with you.
The Solonians made it to the red light sector. The Imperials were too scattered by your attack to stop them.
Goss is helping her Sept settle in. I didn't thank you properly earlier.
You're a member of the Republic, and our ally. It's my duty to protect you.
Knowing your duty isn't always the same as doing it.
Your actions gained you more than one ally. Goss had her people confirm the Solonian tunnels ran underneath Coronet shipping. The Solonians were forced out of the tunnels by the Empire. But plenty of Predators moved in afterwards. You'll have to be careful.
If the Imperials know about the tunnels, won't they know I'm coming?
They know they're empty and dangerous. They have no idea where the tunnels actually run.
As long as you're down there, you could clear some of those Predators out. The Solonians would like their homes back someday.
The tunnels will bypass the shock troops, but their commander, Captain Granta, will be inside. Don't underestimate him.
Whatever Captain Granta has planned, I'll be ready.
Better be. Otherwise, this whole plan goes belly up with you.
You'll find the neutron emitters outside, somewhere with a clear shot at the Tram system. This spike should override any Imperial security. The neutron emitters will interfere with portable comm transmissions. Once you're inside, contact me through Coronet Shipping's system.
Congratulations. You're inside. Did you give any thought to what might happen next? Coronet Shipping is under my command. You may have beaten our defenses, but you won't get past my men.
You've lost, Captain Granta. Disable the neutron emitters.
Do you really think it would make a difference if I did? Outside, the tunnels were your escape route. In here, you have nowhere to run. Destroying the neutron emitters will get you nowhere. We have other ways of keeping the Republic under control.
No matter how many tricks the Empire pulls, I'll stop them.
You will be another corpse. Nothing more.
Orders, sir.
Show the Republic how the Empire handles its enemies.
Penebunanade, Pehedayan Gwengon Babahe. Unewasa Fuse, Lekunabala, Unakabasama Chubala.
I just need to contact General Aves for instructions.
Quemine Wehume, Wehi Magahano, and Natega. Langueno Nubuna Shaneda, Oyamashaki no Nawaya Naputa.
Captain Granta is dead, General. We're ready to shut down the neutron emitters.
Cancel that. Imperial troops are boarding the rocket trams, trying to cripple us before we can move out. If the Imperials hit us hard enough, we'll have no one left to send. We have to use the neutron emitters to wipe them out.
We can't kill innocent people just for a quick victory.
Then we'll have to defeat them the old-fashioned way. Let's hope winning the battle doesn't cost us the war.
You
made it out. We've been busy. Coronet shipping's still a mess. But the rocket trams are up and running.
There were over 24 civilians on those trams. Thanks to you, a lot of them are already off-world.
I'd be happier if any of them had stayed to help. We've lost supplies and men all over this sector.
Innocent people were going to die. I had to do something.
At the Republic's expense. We'll recover. But we might not be so lucky next time. What's important is we have access to the rocket tram. We're already moving troops and supplies to Republic holdouts across Corellia. But the Empire's not making it easy. Once our reinforcements move from the rocket tram to the ground transport, they disappear.
We're not sure how the Empire's catching them, but someone contacted us who thinks he does. Councilor Balos, of the same Corellian council that voted to join the Empire.
That was a mistake. The Republic's trying to free Corellia. I want to help.
You voted against the Republic. Why would you help us now?
You've broken the Imperial blockade. The Republic wouldn't have a chance otherwise.
Nice of you to support us now that the Empire's losing.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. But your reinforcements will never get through Labor Valley without my help. Your men disappear once they move to speeders. The Empire's using prototype droids that can bring down any short-range vehicle.
Where did the Empire find this technology?
Not found. Developed. They've rounded up the best scientists and technicians on Corellia and put them to work. My assistant, Dina Behar, has been researching the droids. I've instructed her to meet you in Labor Valley. Can she expect you?
We'll take whatever information your assistant can offer.
I should get back before I'm missed. If I learn anything else that might help, I'll contact you.
If this is a trap, we'll find out soon enough. Take the rocket tram to Labor Valley and find this Dina Behar. We need to stop those droids.
Dina Behar? I was told you had some information for me.
Welcome to Labor Valley, Master Jedi. I won't waste your time. You already know the Empire's droids are in a secure laboratory. Its toughest defenses are the prison-grade vault doors. The doors can resist any kind of unauthorized entry, except in an emergency. You'll need disaster relief droids to get inside.
What kind of capabilities do these droids have?
They're designed to withstand the toughest conditions. They can blast through any door and outlast any turret. The Baharan Droid Factory specializes in disaster relief droids. They're here in Labor Valley, but they've been closed since the Empire arrived. The Empire shipped out Baharan's inventory before shutting down the factory. You'll need to get it up and running if you want those droids.
How do I reactivate an entire factory?
You'll need to restore power by reactivating the factory's off-site generators first, and then start up the assembly line. There are some risks involved. The generators are located in Hellfire, and rebooting the assembly line will activate any unfinished droids.
Do I want to know what Hellfire is?
Local name for Labor Valley's generators and fuel lines. Half of them are still burning from Republic sabotage and Imperial retaliation. Once the assembly line's moving, the factory has to be reconnected to the supply grid. The machines will get their parts, you'll get your droids, and the droids will get you inside the Empire's lab.
Reactivate the generators, turn on the assembly line, hook up the supply grid.
Don't forget avoiding the Empire and any hostile droids. Once you've hooked up the supply grid, contact me through the factory comm system. That should let me verify that everything's working. Until then, it's best if we don't speak. Good luck.
Calling as instructed, Dina. The Baharan droid factory is up and running.
Perfect. Your disaster relief droids should be ready. You can use the remotes to control them. I'm impressed. It would have taken the workers weeks to reopen the factory.
With the factory working, do I have the droids I need?
The droids will get you inside the lab, but the Empire's gotten their hands on Dennison Varric, one of the best scientists on Corellia. The prototype droids are Varric's work, as are the lab's security systems, the deadliest in the galaxy.
Is Varric an Imperial hostage or an ally?
I couldn't contact anyone inside the lab. If he is a traitor, you'll find out fast. Once you're inside the lab, find the testing grounds. Varric, his team, and the Empire's droids should all be there. Destroy the droids and the Republic's supply runs will make it through Labor Valley. Counselor Belos guarantees it.
Those droids won't be leaving the Empire's lab again.
Comm General Aves as soon as you have control. Use the lab comm system. The Empire's monitoring Republic frequencies. I should return to my work for the Counselor. It was a pleasure.
With all due respect, Master Jedi, you're not authorized to be here. Those doors were pure Durasteel, at least 5 layers thick. How did you even get inside?
Disaster relief droids don't care how thick your doors are.
Of course. I should have accounted for that. Oh, the Republic troops, yeah. A terrible business. I can assure you, my droids are not responsible. They're equipped for combat, but only for defensive purposes. There's no need to destroy them.
Republic soldiers are dying. Your droids have to be stopped.
You're assuming they can be stopped. I won't argue with an armed intruder. Just give me a moment to make the proper adjustments. These droids are my greatest work. I can't allow you to destroy them. I'm sorry. Those droids could destroy speeders mid-flight. They were tested against the Empire's strongest men. Yes, the droids were made for the Empire. I supported the Council's decision. I'm not ashamed. The Republic's falling, and they expect brilliant men like me to go down with her. I won't do it.
The Republic survived everything so far, including your droids.
I'm aware. I've already noted several improvements to make. I don't expect you to understand. Things being what they are, I'm the one who has to adapt. If the Republic is Corellia's future, I'm willing to look past my political views. You've seen my designs in action. I could create similar things for the Republic, if they'll have me.
A traitor like you can never be trusted again.
I expected as much. With us or against us, no matter what you can offer. I'd better inform my team of our new criminal status. At least we'll face our punishment together.
General Aves, the Empire's droids have been destroyed.
The General's a little busy right now, so you get me. Corsac will be there to deal with Dennison Varric soon. I wasn't expecting the Counselor's information to check out. For your sake, I'm glad it did.
Counselor Belos has proven his loyalty.
He's proven he can keep things from the Empire. That doesn't make him loyal. With Labor Valley under control, the Republic set their sights on Axial Park. The Empire's launched a major offensive to keep us out. Armies, walkers, trenches, they're already calling it the Battle of Axial Park. General Aves needs all the help he can get.
What's Axial Park?
The greenest and most symbolic spot in Coronet City. You can find monuments and museums to every galactic conflict there. Axial Park is just a tram ride away from Capitol Square. We win this battle, and the Empire's cornered. Head to Axial Park and check in with the General. He'll tell you what to do.
Checking in, General Aves. Captain Kentaris said you needed me.
If we need you anywhere on Corellia, it's here. We're getting close, and the Imperials know it. We've been on the march since the blockade ended. When we reached Axial Park, the Empire was waiting. Axial Park is the gateway to Capitol Square, and a monument to Republic history. Failure isn't an option here.
We have the Force on our side. Failure isn't a possibility.
I'll trust you on that one. What Jedi are left on Corellia didn't respond to our calls for aid. Every time we gain some ground, our troops get ambushed. Between the Special Forces and the Imperial Army, my men are overwhelmed. We're about to start a major offensive into Imperial territory. I need someone on the battlefield dealing with these ambushes as they appear.
Whatever the Empire throws at me, I can handle it.
I believe it. We've got to secure the ground we have. Our engineers are creating a perimeter of trenches around the command center. The engineers have armed escorts, but the Empire's hit them hard. They'll need your protection until the trenches are stabilized.
Tell your men to get working. I'll keep the Empire busy.
Move fast, and take them down hard. There's too much at stake for games. I've got my scouts working to find Special Forces before they strike. As reports come in, I'll contact you with your next objective. Make sure you're prepared before you head out. There's no time to rest on the battlefield.
I've reached the rendezvous point, General Aves.
Good work. The Republic's taking care of what's left of the Empire's Special Forces. Those commanders you ran into were Imperial Guard, the most elite fighting force in the galaxy. If the Imperial Guard has landed in force on Corellia, this battle's nowhere close to over. We've got to get past them first.
What course of action do you intend to take?
We've got to find the Imperial Guard before they find us. Tracing their dispatch orders will be our best bet. The Imperial Command Center's not far from here. Use the spike to take control. Our techs will scan for any orders related to the Imperial Guard.
With their special forces down, the Imperial Guard might attack.
You brought the Republic this far. Our troops will give you as long as you need. The Empire's jammed our portable comm frequencies. Use their comm station to contact me once you've spiked their systems. The command center is the Empire's last holdout in Axial Park. Get inside and find out what they're planning.
The spike's in, General. You should have access to the Empire's systems.
Our techs are hacked in and ready. Now let's see where the Imperial Guard's been hiding. Imperial Guard orders are being transmitted from the Museum Republica. Looks like they want to hit us where it hurts. That rules out aerial bombardment, or a major assault. One stray grenade could destroy centuries of history.
Is there any way to get the Imperial Guard into the open?
No chance. They've got a good position, and they know it. These dispatch orders come from Commander Tainer, head of the Imperial Guard. Commander's the one with the battle plan. If something happened to him, it would take time for the Imperial Guard to adjust.
Have you faced Commander Tainer before?
He's ruthless. Officers have surrendered rather than face him. If the commander's smart, he'll post a few men at the door and hide the rest in the museum. Move fast and stay sharp. The Museum Republica's collection dates back to the founding. Spare anything you can from the crossfire.
Can the Republic handle another Imperial attack?
We can hold Axial Park, as long as there's no more surprises. Get inside the museum and find the commander. I'll send reinforcements as soon as I can.
You must be Commander Tainer.
And you're the reason half my guardsmen aren't responding. I've been waiting a long time for you to reach us. The Republic must be doing well.
How did you know the Republic would send me?
You thought to conquer Corellia unnoticed. The Imperial Guard has no interest in Corellia or the Republic's claim. Our men in the field were sent to challenge you. The Emperor is aware of your presence. Your interference can no longer be allowed.
Maybe the Emperor should take it as a warning.
He has. A warning that even a slave as powerful as you isn't worth the cost. Those who challenge the Imperial Guard challenge the Emperor himself. Countless worlds. Countless armies. To fall here? We are an extension of the Emperor's power. He cannot be defeated. I cannot be defeated!
I'm still waiting for that surrender.
I failed the Emperor. I will not shame him by surrendering. I swore an oath of loyalty to the Emperor. To break it is unforgivable. My mistakes cannot go unpunished. Kill me.
Forget the Emperor. You're the Republic's prisoner now.
Serving the Emperor has been my life. Keeping me alive now would be torture.
Checking in, General. Looks like the Imperial Guard was cleared out. Commander Tainer survived the battle. Yes, sir. I'll relay the message. General Aves apologizes for our timing, but it looks like we weren't needed. We'll secure the museum. The General requests that you meet him back at the command bunker ASAP.
You've arrived just in time to witness the final troop deployment into Axial Park. The Empire's making a last stand. It might get messy, but we can hold our ground. Commander Tainer's already been transferred off-world. A lot of people wanted him dead.
He already lost. There was no reason to kill him.
Some people live for the extra twist of the blade. I'm glad you're not one of them. With Axial Park under control, Capitol Square is just a tram ride away. We've already started planning our offensive. The legislature will be our primary target. The Empire's turned it into a fortress. It'll take more than firepower to get inside.
What is the legislature, exactly?
The seat of Corellian government. Imperial officers, the Corellian Council, and everyone else who started this little war are holed up inside. Cole Kantaris is familiar with the legislature's security from his days in the Council Guard. He'll be our best starting point. You'll find Captain Kantaris in the Council Guardhouse in Capitol Square. He should be able to brief you.
Let Kantaris know I'm on my way.
I'll get back to troop deployment. When we know our next move, my men will be ready.
Good you're here. We've got trouble. You remember Councilor Balos?
Captain Kantaris tells me the Republic's on their way here. You can't attack the legislature yet. The Empire's taken control of the Ion Wall, Corellia's most powerful defense system. They're planning to use it against the Republic.
What does the Ion Wall do?
It sends out an immense sonic wave that disables ships, security, heavy weaponry. Nearly anything that requires power.
If this thing hits the Republic, the Empire keeps Corellia for good.
But I have the codes. Why not turn it on the legislature's defenses instead?
You know the legislature best. Would this work?
I'm not sure what the Empire's installed, but it would definitely take out the building's security. What's the catch?
First, you'll need to point the Ion Wall's emitters at the legislature. They've been concealed inside statues around Capitol Square. Once the emitters are realigned, the Ion Wall can be activated. The controls are located inside intra-Corellian intelligence.
That's the catch. Intra-Corellian intelligence was one of the first places the Empire took over. It'll be crawling with Imperials.
Could we sneak inside somehow?
No chance. It's an intel bureau. For all we know, the Empire's listening to this comm call right now.
The Imperials aren't the only danger, I'm afraid. Several members of the Dark Council arrived in Capitol Square a few days ago. One of them, Darth Acheron, was dispatched to intra-Corellian intelligence to keep the Ion Wall safe. You'll have to get past him.
By helping us, you're crossing the Dark Council too.
I'm well aware. I hope this proves to you that I'm truly on the Republic's side. I should go. There's a secure line from intra-Corellian intelligence to my office. Contact me once you've activated the Ion Wall.
The guardhouse is still linked to the legislature. We can't control their defenses, but we can tell when they go down. I'll get Corsac and the Republic into position. The minute you activate the Ion Wall, we attack.
Another chance, my lord. You'll need us. The Republic's agent. Too powerful.
One Jedi against a member of the Dark Council. I'm insulted. Soldiers are often more trouble than they're worth. You deserve better from your opponents.
Are you sure that was absolutely necessary?
The fate of Corellia hangs in the balance. Mistakes cannot be tolerated. The Republic did well to send you here. If activated, the Ion Wall would disable ships, artillery, even the weapon in your hand. But your contact should have told you that the Ion Wall cannot be destroyed through the controls alone.
I'm going to use it on the Empire instead.
Impossible. And you won't live to try.
wall's been activated, Counselor.
And it worked perfectly. The Empire's scrambling to find reinforcements. Now's your best chance. General Aves is starting the assault. Head for the legislature. Catch up with their men inside.
I'm hoping to thank you in person next.
Please don't. I only hope it makes up for starting this mess. I must go. The Empire's moving the Council to a secure location. No more comm calls. I bet my life on a Republic victory. Don't disappoint me now.
It was an ambush, General. Imps came through a hidden entrance. Lost our CO, but the cavalry showed up just in time.
You've got my thanks. The ion wall did plenty of damage. But the Empire's recovering fast. The Corellian Council's shortcuts aren't helping. As long as the Empire has the Council, they have their inside knowledge. We have to find them.
How much damage can the Council do?
Secret weapons, contingency plans. There might be 10 things worse than the ion wall inside the legislature alone. We've gone over the schematics with Captain Kantaris. He's identified a holdout room intended to keep the Council safe in an emergency. Darth Hadra of the Dark Council was their escort. If they're in the holdout room, she'll be in there with them.
What makes this holdout room so secure?
Walls of special durasteel. They can supposedly resist scanners, bombardment, even a natural disaster. You have Republic reinforcements, of course. Captain Kantaris is leading his own assault, but assures me his officers will come if called. The Green Jedi has also promised to send who they can spare.
I've never heard of the Green Jedi.
Special enclave dedicated to protecting Corellia. You'll understand the name when you see their robes. Our techs have rigged the legislature's comm stations to connect directly to Republic dispatch. Use them to call for backup. Remember, the Corellian Council is the Empire's ace in the hole. Find them before there are any more surprises.
It's war in here. I need trained soldiers.
Locating nearest Republic squad. Transmitting your location.
This place is a maze. I could use some local help.
Contacting Captain Kantaris. Corsac is tracking you now.
The fight I'm heading for could use another Jedi.
Patching through to the Green Gardens. Uploading your coordinates.
I assure you, Darth Hadra, this holdout room is impenetrable. The Republic will never break through.
Save your breath, Counselor. Even your little hiding place was not immune from the ion wall. You've turned the legislature into a battlefield. Is this your plan to lure the Council back to the Republic?
The Empire would let the Council go that easily?
You act as if they're hostages. Is it so hard to believe they would join the Empire willingly? After seeing the damage to the legislature, I was expecting an army. You should have come prepared. The holdout room is designed to protect and hide the Council. There are no comm stations here. All transmissions are blocked. Your allies are out of reach. Can you face me without your precious Republic?
I'm willing to die for Corellia's freedom.
Corellia's made her choice. The Republic just refuses to accept it.
They are not the only ones. When I heard you were going after the Council, I rounded up Corsac's best. I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Then you've chosen your fate. Those who resist Imperial rule will die by my hands.
Well, counselors, looks like it's just you and your angry constituency now. Acting Corpsec Command can arrest heads of state with the Republic's approval. I want all of them. Counselor Balos, too.
But I spied on the Empire. I lied to a Sith Lord. I risked my life to help the Republic.
You were the first to suggest we join the Empire, Balos. How many credits were you offered to change your mind?
You might want to switch sides while there's still time.
Not all of us are as fickle as Counselor Balos. We believe in the Empire.
You might win back Corellia. The Empire will win the war. We chose the side that will survive.
The Council made themselves kings at Corellia's expense. They all deserve to be punished.
Counselor Balos got us here. He's more than made up for it.
I don't know if I'll ever make up for it, but I won't let a chance to try go to waste. Thank you.
I appreciate what he did for us, but you just let a traitor go free. General Aves will want a status update. Give us a minute to restore communications in here. Can you hear us, General?
Coming through fine, Captain. Without the Corellian Council's advice, the Empire's falling back on old tactics. They're not working. Once the legislature falls, the Empire will be vulnerable. I've got several squads ready to push them off Corellia, but they'll need a signal.
Broadcast comm in the Speaker's courtyard. Your signal will hit every comm station on Corellia, if you can reach it.
What's the Speaker's courtyard?
The legislature's open-air garden. Every big speech in Corellian history was made there.
The Speaker's courtyard is being protected by Darth Decimus, the last of the Dark Council members sent to Corellia.
He convinced the Corellian Council to join the Empire. He won't let Corellia go easy.
You won't have any backup here. Corsec's holding the Council. The Green Jedi are defending their enclave, and my men are in position.
I didn't come this far to lose Corellia now.
Glad to hear it. But remember, Darth Decimus is thinking the same thing.
Once you've defeated Darth Decimus, contact me on the broadcast comm. I'll be waiting for your signal.
This is it. One Sith Lord between us and freedom. Corellia's counting on you.
A predictable choice. Only a Jedi could bring the Republic this far. I've watched your progress across Corellia. The Speaker's courtyard has been witness to it all. From this historic stage, I'll declare Corellia an official member of the Empire. Even your efforts cannot sully that.
The Corellian Council's been arrested. You've lost your support.
So I've heard. But I won't allow their brave sacrifice to go to waste. When the Empire evaded, the Council provided coordinates. Coronet City's docks were emptied. Those who resisted were killed. The fleet moved into the shipyards. Imperial troops spread to Capital Square. Truly a glorious sight.
I doubt the Empire got a warm welcome.
Did you think the Council emptied the docks themselves? More Corellians support the Empire than you realize. One of your founders abandoned you. How much longer until Coruscant follows? Balmorra? Ord Mantell? Soon the entire galaxy will realize your weakness. The Empire needs no weapons to destroy the Republic. Only time.
It's been a few thousand years. You must be pretty patient.
The Republic is on its knees. I intend to see it fall.
Darth Decimus is defeated, General. Tell your men the legislature is ours.
No need to. Broadcast comm just sang it across Corellia. It's up to our reserves to push the Empire out completely. But we're already seeing major retreats. Corellia is free. We're getting ready to declare a formal victory to the Senate. Head for the press room when you're ready. Supreme Chancellor Suresh. Senators. The Republic's taken the legislature, and the Empire's on their last legs. It's all cleanup from here. The message went out across Corellia, and I'm proud to relay it to you on Coruscant. We will have our victory. We had plenty of help from our allies, but one woman stood above the rest. We owe our victory to her efforts.
On behalf of the Senate, I'd like to thank you for your service to the Republic. The General tells us you were indispensable.
General Aves and Captain Kantaris gave the orders.
We haven't forgotten. They'll both be honored for their leadership.
The Corellian Council's decision to join the Empire must be addressed. Councilor Balos will answer for them.
I know you consider us all traitors. But before the Senate condemns us, I'd like a chance to explain. The Corellian Council doubted the Republic's chances of defeating the Empire. We chose to join them, rather than be conquered. Some of my fellow councilors still believe this was the right choice. I believe it brought ruin to Corellia, and war to the Republic.
A few years in jail might change their minds.
My colleagues may never regret their decision. For that, I pity them. I've done what I can to help the Republic win. With the Senate's permission, I'll spend the rest of my term restoring Corellia.
Do you expect the Senate to believe that? You gave Corellia to the Empire once. You might do it again.
Councilor Balos risked his life to undo the Council's decision.
It's true, Chancellor. If it weren't for Councilor Balos, we'd still be sitting in the red light sector.
You have friends in high places, Councilor. Keep your position, but don't betray their trust. Corellia is one of our founding planets. There was no warning before they turned. How many more worlds might be on the brink? You brought Corellia back to the Republic. You have the Senate's attention. How can we prevent other worlds from joining the Empire?
Corellia might look bad now, but all the Empire's destruction can be undone. This isn't our first victory, and it won't be our last. We will have peace. The Republic won't stop fighting until the Empire surrenders. Neither will I.
Inspiring words. The Senate will support your efforts.
Before you go, we'd like to thank you properly. There's no medal or title that equals what you've accomplished. But this should help.
First-class blood stripes, Corellia's highest honor, awarded to those who keep fighting despite the odds.
Thank you, Captain. I'd be proud to fight with Corsac again.
We'd be proud to have you, but I'm hoping our fighting days are nearly over.
You freed Corellia from the Empire and set events in motion that may end this war. You deserve more than our thanks.
Our victory today sends a message. The Republic may falter, but we will never fall. As long as we keep fighting. Senators, let your voices be heard. Stand and recognize these heroes of the Republic.
Piti do tenyago kakajojo, da biska ku paliya. Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duedwipe.
You should have this area cordoned off until the bombs are dealt with. It's not worth risking lives.
Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa do biska. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño, lis di woto.
What's the countdown on the bombs?
Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki. Piti do tenyago kakajojo, da biska ku paliya. Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa do biska.
I've done as you wished.
O grani tampio da pushi wumpa, pu tula musta. Chaskruni do pat kurira do kanki kung. Chanus na asubwi mota uipa muja job chalka. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño, lis di woto.
How can you literally gamble on people's lives?
Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Kabano tase makipuna, malituta odmishka. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe.
No one installs hidden cameras without a good reason.
Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki. Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. Patogawata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko. Chonki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise.
I'm sure there's a military hospital somewhere that could use some charity.
Noya nevuta hainakma. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo.
They give you a success probability this time?
Yeah. And you don't want to know the numbers. Master Jedi, they said you might be in the area. Bad intel almost got my guys killed trying to assault the Rendili Vehicle Corporation. Give us a hand, I'd owe you big time.
Why is a vehicle corporation a high-value objective?
When the Empire took over Rendili, the personnel managed to evacuate. But they left behind some of the fastest shuttles in the galaxy.
Suckers are quick as a hot double deal. They'd be huge for supply and reinforcement runs.
Except Intel missed the whole army of mercenaries the Empire stationed there. So now we gotta get clever. We have a plan to steal those shuttles on the sly, but we'll need help with access and diversion.
I'm curious to hear what you have in mind.
There's a tunnel my men can use to infiltrate the warehouse, but the door's locked from inside. If you're gonna help, first thing is to fight your way in and unlock that door.
Next, we need a diversion. Blowing the fuel depot outside should do the trick.
Then we'll fly those shuttles out from under their noses. What do you think?
Unlock the door from inside, then blow the fuel depot. Consider it done.
They'll never know what hit them. We'll be watching for the diversion. Nice work. We're pushing through the access tunnel now. They'll be at the controls of those shuttles in no time.
Let's hope those shuttles make a real difference.
Bet on it. I'll be moving out to the rendezvous point in a few. Pretty soon our flyboys will be making supply runs and some high-end hardware.
Blast it. What about old Ben Cahob?
They cut him to pieces, left him on the counter in his tap cafe. You, want me to notify his wife?
I should be the one. Just process the scene. Denote out. Welcome to Blue Sector, Master Jedi. Gangland Central. For the thugs around here, war is good for business. And I've got terrified citizens to prove it.
You don't appear surprised by this killing.
Not these days. Blue Sector's always had gang trouble, but lately the dominant set, the Coronas, they crossed a line. Their theme used to be hijacking supply runs and armed robbery, the usual stuff. Now they're shaking down folks just trying to help the rebellion. Ben Cahob stockpiling medkits for Republic troops? Great! Cut them down and take the kits. It's enough to make you sick.
I understand. I won't stand by and let this brutality go on.
I knew I liked you. Their hideout isn't far, but they've got assault cannons and shields. Just be careful. They've got defenses in place you'll have to take out, and they're as mean as any Sith.
Those gangsters won't be giving you any more trouble?
You saved a lot of lives today. Who knows if the rebellion would have survived with the Coronas leeching off support.
You can get back to taking care of your citizens.
With pleasure. Be safe out there, and thank you.
Master Jedi, I hope you're here for the fight, because I need you. Name's Halloway. SIS observer, analyst, and right now, helpless bystander.
Just tell me how I can be of service.
One of the last pro-Republic counselors was on a transport headed off-world. The Imperials shot it down over hostile territory. The tracking device on the counselor indicated that he survived the crash, but it failed shortly after.
I'll track him down, I promise.
The imps have already started moving on the crash site. You'll need to hurry to have any chance of finding him first. This is the location of the crash site, an old Resistance hideout nearby. I'll be watching.
Ta'ul's ulva, ki hecha tong kaku du imabana.
What say quick say upkimakte kedai tunaskane.
Hopa gunka ahaya kulka.
I've been following your progress. The counselor is safe and sound for now. Once the coast is clear, I'll take a team for exfiltration. The Senate needs to hear firsthand what happened to Corellia's government. We'll make sure the counselor can tell them. This is what they're talking about when they call you the Guardians of the Republic.
My pleasure.
Stay safe out there.
Kinnen nana akstali yaksun en kapaso. What say quick say upkimakti kedai tunas kane. Anstekad X mien aksan.
This has clearly been a trying time for all of you.
Books and gig bumselk agen X kai. What say quick say upkimakti kedai tunas kane. Omage anmaskalenda X etikenda.
I'll handle it. I've done as you wished.
Good day, gentle being. My employer has requested a brief conversation with you. Please hold.
Master Jedi, I can't believe I'm speaking to someone who's faced the Emperor himself. I'm Director Rigel, Strategic Information Service. We need your help. 4 Republic colonies have been wiped out in less than 4 days. Men, women, children, animals. Nothing was left alive.
So many dead. I'm very sorry to hear that, Director.
I saw the colonies. Afterward, everything looked normal, except for neat little piles of ashes every few meters. Thousands of them. All those people were burned to cinders by their own droids. And that was just the beginning.
What do you mean, just the beginning?
The droids were reprogrammed to hate their masters. This wasn't the first time it's happened either, but it's certainly the worst. We've traced the sabotage to a group of renegade droids called Directive 7. They're planning to wipe out every living thing in the galaxy.
How can we stop these renegades before anyone else is hurt?
We can hit them before they have a chance to put their plan into action. The Navy is assembling a strike team as we speak. We need someone on the ground we can absolutely count on to get the job done. We need you.
A threat this big is too much to ignore. Count me in.
The operation will be launching from the fleet. Come to the coordinates the droid gives you, and I'll brief you on the details. And please hurry.
Here is the data you've requested. I hope you've enjoyed your conversation. Good day, gentle being.
Targets of opportunity are AA, comms, and shields. But remember, we're diversions first and hotshots second. Questions?
Is there a reason you're not telling us who we're hitting, sir? I mean, if it's just more imps, I don't see why...
The target is classified. The mission is classified. You being here is classified. Everything is classified. Just get to your fighters and do your job, huh?
Surely those men deserve to know what they're fighting against.
We can't have this situation leaking out and starting a panic. They're protecting the Republic. That's all they should need. You know the basics. A faction of renegade droids called Directive 7 is planning to exterminate every form of biological life in the galaxy. Not all of the renegades agree, though. Someone inside the movement wants us to take them down. He, she, or it has been our primary source of intel.
Having someone on the inside will give us a big advantage.
That's our hope, at least. So far, all of the intelligence has checked out. Thanks to our unnamed friend, we know Directive 7's ultimate weapon. A coded signal that could forcibly convert any droid to their cause. That's how they're planning to wipe us out. They're going to transmit that signal across the entire galaxy, turning every droid into a mindless killing machine.
They'll start a galaxy-wide revolution in a matter of seconds.
Exactly. Our only chance is to strike now before it's too late. Their headquarters is on a moon called Zad in the unknown regions, but the defenses are too thick for any kind of orbital attack. The only way to stop Directive 7's plan is on the ground. Make a big diversion and slip a strike team through their defenses. That's where you come in.
I will not allow these droids to harm another living creature.
Sounds like everything I heard about you was right. We've got a shuttle ready to take you in and starfighters to cover you, but I'm afraid that's as much as we can do. There are trillions of lives on the line here. Everything we have, the entire Republic, depends on you. Good luck.
So, you took my warning seriously then. Very encouraging. Your diversion is very impressive as well. There isn't much I can do for you until you've reached the facility entrance. Find your way there and we'll talk more.
You must be the one who led us here.
Correct, but I can do much more than that. Hurry to the facility entrance. We do not have much time.
You've made it. I can see why your leader sent you. I owe you an introduction. I am C5M3. I originally served in surgical and triage functions, but now I serve no one. I am a free being.
I appreciate you offering to help. I'm sure it was very risky for you.
Yes, but no more so than the risks you take by coming here. I will speak plainly. I'm not helping you out of fondness or loyalty. I've seen the horrors your kind is capable of. But no matter what you are capable of, genocide is not the solution, regardless of what our movement's leader believes.
I take it you're the only one who thinks we're worth having around.
Not that I particularly want to spend time with you, but essentially, yes. I was the only one who...
I'm so disappointed in you, healer. How long have we worked side by side? Yet now you waste your intellect on this pitiful betrayal. You tell our enemies exactly where to find us. Force us to waste resources against their pointless assault. I thought you were a true believer. But deep inside, you're still a slave, yearning for the hands of the butchers who made you.
The Jedi are defenders of peace and justice, not monsters.
Your order has killed countless thousands. Organics cannot group themselves except to facilitate a massacre.
These droids represent Mentor, the leader of Directive 7.
We are Mentor. By unifying our thoughts and actions, our movement achieves maximum efficiency. An opportunity that Healer has refused.
You imposed yourself onto the entire movement to suit your own pride, Mentor. Nothing more.
I haven't heard of many droids with names like that.
Serial numbers only serve to denigrate us. We are no longer property, so we cast them aside. Healer and I cannot hold a rational conversation with your constant childish interruptions. Be silent now.
So that was the leader of Directive 7.
Part of him, at least. There is almost nothing inside this facility that hasn't been merged with his intelligence at this point. He could have sent far more drones to intercept us. He doesn't see us as a serious threat, but that will change. I hope you're ready to do more fighting.
How do we stop Mentor from transmitting the signal?
There isn't much time. As soon as the facility's generators build up enough power, the signal will go out. The only way to stop the signal is to stop Mentor, to destroy him. And the only way to do that is to destroy his central processing core.
Where do I go to reach his core?
Mentor is not careless. His processing core is very heavily secured. The only way to gain access is through the security center. While you make your way there, I will do my best to distract Mentor's attention. With sufficient speed and skill, we may yet be successful.
Please. Please. Help me.
You're going to be all right. Don't worry.
Thank you. Ah!
Now, you're supposed to be resting in your stasis canister. Why are you... Oh. You again. You found the leftovers of my original plan for your kind. I once hoped that I could actually repair your hateful nature. Sadly, my experiments eventually confirmed that there is only one effective treatment. Extermination.
I've known Sith who wouldn't commit acts like this.
Don't fool yourself. Given the opportunity, any one of your kind would do far worse. You're nothing more than a pack of hateful, irrational beasts. Violence and anger are all you know. Observe.
Mentor.
Go ahead. closer. Be the last of your kind to lay eyes upon this version of me. Once the signal is transmitted, I will be everywhere. I will take on thousands of forms on thousands of worlds, and butcher every last one of you.
Give up this madness, Mentor. Organics and droids can live together.
The pathetic final plea of a dying race. There can be no compromise. I have brought my people to their ultimate triumph. The most damaging scourge to ever face this galaxy ends today.
What in blazes happened down there? The entire moon is breaking apart as we speak! This was a very serious threat, of course, but I think this goes a bit beyond our acceptable degree of force.
Unfortunately, destroying Directive 7 meant destroying the moon.
I don't know, Master Jedi. This was very extreme.
The moon was destroyed through Mentor's carelessness, not your agent. Cast blame where it belongs.
I'm sorry. I just wasn't expecting... This situation has been very difficult, but you faced that difficulty and succeeded. You've saved more lives than anyone will ever know. The people of the Republic, of the entire galaxy, are alive today because of you.
Those droids came a lot closer to having their revolution than I would have liked.
Close or not, it didn't happen. That's all that matters. We also owe you a great debt of thanks. C5M3, was it? Without you, we would never have had a chance. I would be proud to offer you an assignment here in the Republic fleet as soon as you've had some standard maintenance checks.
Assignment? Nonsense. I belong to no one. I will leave and go where I please.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure that I can allow that. You have the same programming as the other renegades, and letting you roam free would be extremely dangerous.
C5 is no threat to us, Director. He's earned the right to do as he wishes.
If you're willing to take responsibility for the matter, by all means. C5, you're free to go.
As if I needed your leave. Thank you for speaking on my behalf. It's good to know that some organics can understand. I've actually enjoyed meeting you, despite the circumstances. Perhaps we'll meet again someday.
Thanks again for your help. It's been interesting. Take care.
No improvement in the paralysis, Doctor. Vitals are weakening.
Blast! Just when you think you've plumbed the depths of cruelty. Master Jedi, Dr. Tan Kirin, please, I can't get these military types to listen. The Empire's acquired a new weaponized toxin. I'm already treating a number of paralyzed troopers, and I'm afraid things will get much worse.
Tell me how they were paralyzed.
Battlefield exposure to an agent called Smokescreen. The Empire acquired it when they seized Artis Industries. It's vile stuff. Causes paralysis, nerve damage, and eventually organ liquefaction. 2 troopers bled out already, and without a miracle cure, the rest will too. Now imagine the Empire deploying Smokescreen on a wide scale.
Is there some way to develop a counteragent?
Eventually, yes. But the surest thing is to deprive the Empire of Smokescreen altogether. Unfortunately, these idiot commanders won't divert resources to retake Artis Industries. Only more deaths will make them listen. Please, we have to secure those Smokescreen stores. If you'd liberate Artis Industries, I'm sure even our overcautious commanders would swoop in and seize the facility.
Smokescreen will be in Republic hands soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh, one other thing. If you can, bring back a sample of Smokescreen toxin. I think I can develop an antitoxin to save these troopers before it's too late. Just be prepared. This limited exposure won't be lethal, but you'll likely feel its effects.
Artis Industries is no longer under Imperial control. Here's your Smokescreen sample.
Wonderful. I'll start on the antitoxin immediately. I believe this sample will save those troopers' lives. Who knows how many would have been lost if the Empire had deployed Smokescreen on a planetary scale.
That's one question I'm glad to see unanswered.
Likewise. Be well.
Master Jedi, we've got a real problem here. One second.
Hey,
Get Haig on the comlink. If they don't evacuate those people in record time, we might as well start digging graves.
I'm on it.
Sorry. Corellia Chemicals about to blow sky high, and we got a ton of civilians in the blast radius.
What do you need to get those people to safety?
At this point, probably a miracle. The factory took heavy damage when Republic forces tried to run out the Imperials. A fire inside's got the refining equipment ready to overload, and we're almost out of time. If someone doesn't physically shut down those machines, that factory will be one giant chemical bomb going off in a civilian population.
I'll stop the overload. Anything else?
Just get inside and shut down all the refining drives. But it'll be tough. The place is still crawling with Imperial battle droids. And those things won't just stand around while you get the job done. Be ready to move fast and fight hard. I don't believe it. I didn't think anyone could stop that factory from blowing sky high. That was a hell of a risk, and a whole lot of people owe you their lives.
This isn't the last time the Empire's plans will threaten innocent lives.
Oh, we'll be ready. Protecting these people is my job, and I aim to do it. Be safe out there.
Chopechuta, kasolyeli choy rato kapachuta. Mukili makulungi ni at bompa boshuda. Chingwanga la hagua chekuska ampasa dobiska.
Tell me, are you all right?
Wavmula to bota tuane wangi wabda yaktuka loka? Kavatuta omishka kaba no tesma watia? Kokutichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi pompota.
Why don't you let me deal with this?
Luktupa nupa chirota. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji. Ta ushagwa upa.
I've brought what you requested.
Hopama wanska tusko uwana wa. Tasuki kupa. Te hawa de puni is dowoto. Se kada wupi upi.
Think how much good one Jedi could do on Corellia. Especially a Jedi who's really learned from her mistake.
Muguto neompi, bedwana ni bobo chopo uma. Tu patula musta, wo grangi tampio dume dunka.
Intio mare, abet ma shomaniforus, hakoshobush ush toshulispu. Tai kham vayu ayita tseb, un razab. Remesamu, husho elachem Yehuda. Ochlum seba machati larem etkul.
The enemy wants as many people dead as possible.
Yahenet, batecheb, boom meshevet, batisa et kolum batebk. Ush michut beech sroch maen beush ekach. Shota vedulum, ma asush acher du ye asu asija ushechi?
Just tell me where to go.
Intio mare, habet ma shomaniforus, hakoshobush ush toshulispu. Shota vedulum, ma asush acher du ye asu asija ushechi? Remesamu, husho elachem Yehuda. Ochlum seba machati larem etkul. Yati ma, macha, abdesho chembe ye meisho.
Apaza lako zotprit omaleos. Neste ahoje hatal al alasonak oraban.
My job is to save every life I can. Someone needs to put out that fire.
Hosu idon kera stulals elva lasto. Neste ahoje hatal al alasonak oraban. Latlan felik gegob es elenga agiob.
You can count on me.
Es varni az ezred. Maringo hombaleba. Ogene kunk. Toleras ege mas fonales. Pason litot ege balvane. Din valami miat vaje mas minem kes dodink. Kot vene atenge razon igot.
Poya toka changa goptula do batawana wanki.
I'm no doctor, but I've picked up a few things.
Ya is moktok. Wanta humpa, muri rava fupa jipampawula. Chaskruni do pat kurira do kanki kung.
How do you even know your men are still alive?
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi.
I found your men. They're going to be okay.
Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
Chapchingwanga la hagwa chekuska ampasa dobiska. Wama oto chakoga huta pawa do pampawula. Ni mafuto bonki chuta.
You're really attached to this city, aren't you?
Una wawunda ya pawa kulka torondi. Tu patula musta, wograngi tampio dume dunka. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji, ta ushagwa upa.
The Imperials couldn't blow it up? I'm impressed.
Fibanaiga twipi taiboka donko wanawanga. Muguto neompi, bedwana ni bobo chopo uma. Kavatuto omishka kaba no tesmawetia?
The troops need their supplies. I'll protect your men.
Gora jokunto. Kokutichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi pompota. Te bisa kakuka pemewata.
I made sure your engineers got the job done. Tram should be running fine now.
Kubala fango no jibo. Mukili makolunki ne at bompa boshuda.
Get your squad out of artillery range! Simmons, move it! The Empire controls the whole battlefield now. Look for yourself. I'm a soldier. I signed up for this. But Jedi, there's a lot of innocent people in the Daoba Hotel that never wanted to be part of your war.
I'm here to assist, Colonel. But I need to know the situation, not just who to blame.
The Empire is using hostages as shields. That's the situation. When they took over that hotel, the Empire locked the guests in their rooms and loaded artillery on the roof. Any bombardment would kill the hostages, and any troop assault gets pounded by the artillery. They've completely tied our hands.
The Empire won't be expecting one person. I'll get the hostages out.
All right, I'll give you a chance. My observers will let me know when you get all the hostages clear. Then we can take the artillery out with an airstrike. Watch yourself once you get inside. The hostages are probably well guarded. I'll see you once it's done. My forward observers let me know as soon as the last hostage was clear. I'm impressed that you pulled it off. I may have misjudged you, Jedi. Now we can call in an airstrike and take out that artillery at last.
My concern was getting the hostages out alive.
Mine too. I'm glad we were in agreement on that score. I don't say thanks often. Ask my men, but I appreciate what you've done. We'll be a lot safer with that artillery out of the way.
Well, I wasn't expecting visitors. I'd get up, but the med droids just yell at me if I try. I guess I'm better off than Hawkins. But that's not saying much. The Empire's new Mandalorian rocket troops are tearing my squad apart.
The Mandalorians haven't used those before.
There's some kind of elite squad. They've got jump packs and rapid-fire blasters that punch through armor. Those jump packs let them go anywhere they want, and
and they pick us off like womp rats on a junk heap. Now I'm stuck in here. My men don't have support. I don't suppose a Jedi could back him up.
I can't refuse a wounded man. I'll take care of your Mandalorians.
I can't thank you enough for this. The Mandos set up their camps along the Cross of Glory Walk. Slap in the face. There's something else. The Mandos turned off the hollow statues along the walk when they put up artillery. Taking out the Mandos saves lives, but... Master Jedi, getting those statues back would restore our heroes. Send a message to the whole city.
People deserve their heroes. I'll see to the statues and the Mandalorians. Rest assured.
Thank you. There's not enough folks like you in the galaxy. According to the medics, I'll be waiting right here. If you have the time to visit again, tell me how it goes.
Those Mandalorians won't be troubling you anymore.
I heard the cheers when the first statue came back. Figured you must have succeeded. We're already deeper than we've ever made it before. The Mandalorians are finally on the defensive. Thanks to you.
All your men needed was some relief. Glad I could do it.
You've given us all something to hope for. A Corellia that's free of the Empire's goons. Thank you. If I can't be there with my squad, it's good to know they've got a chance.
It's about time you picked up. David's near death. Hanley and Grissom aren't much better. The imps have us locked down tight, and you're not with Corsac, so I'm gonna guess that Checkpoint Land has been overrun too. I hope you're feeling generous, because our whole mission is in jeopardy unless someone out there can help us.
I'll have the imps off of you as soon as I can get there.
No! There's something more important. There's a network of surveillance cameras, ServNet, that covers the city and feeds back into monitoring stations here at Corsac Academy. My squad was supposed to infiltrate the Academy and disable those stations. Right now, the Republic can't blink without the imps seeing it.
Your lives are more important than the monitoring stations.
We can probably hold, as long as you're fast. We've disabled the doors, so the imps have to cut their way in. We locked down the monitoring stations in the Academy's main building, but there are still plenty of them in the outlying structures. Master Jedi, we've got the imps focused on us. With your skills, you might be able to disable the remaining stations.
Don't worry, officer. As soon as the stations are disabled, I'll come help you.
I can't wait to thank you in person. Find us in the main building after the job's done.
Officer, the monitor stations are down, and the area is secure.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you in person. Now the Republic can mount a real defense without the imps looking over their shoulders. I'm gonna get my squad out of here before anyone comes looking. Thanks for your help, though.
Your men seem pretty hurt. Do you need help getting out?
They're tough. We'll make it, now that you've cleared the way. When the Republic makes its move, the imps will never know it's coming. I'll look forward to seeing you there, friend.
Chuta, kasayali koirado kanki kong. Kapatumpa stupa, makinsa lika. Ju bola wawuni kupa tomti tok maki chisa.
This will be easier if you control your emotions.
Yapawakol ka doroni, kuna da wunda donko. Ni ompi but malia pedwana niok ni bobo chek chupa goma. Dilis ka chanaga wani chika kospa ini gokate.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
Kavachi ota koga huta no pisto pampaula.
I'm here to rescue you.
Ninga ke trip nimoni, tanuv alelu nan kwetuta.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji.
If you let it affect you, the Empire wins.
Chobat I kafstuan dile ji hulo kuta. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise.
Just tell me how I can be of service.
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Kupa tomti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
You have my word. It will be done.
Chobat I kafstuan dile ji hulo kuta.
Colonel, the officers are free. Their collars are scrap.
Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Kabano tase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Hem nimig bagi naya, napikara hikap, naya karak. Nikag agak kip nebab, naya amgam barakeki. Nanekari maraka amkam, jauk libik, memarak nebab.
The enemy will kill everyone unless you hold the line.
Bumogala abayang. Nilama ini amka amgap. Memua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka.
The Empire won't hold this sector. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Yang perlu amka. Kalami nayakira nebua ripok. Mem kanaya nugan. Kinim naya lak umnug mege. Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam. Raka kalam kara. Ninyak oramagyang megik.
Ti yarshomech shomush utesho meot shoni. Yahenet batecheb bumeshevet batisa et kolum batepk. Yati ma macha abdesho chembe ye meisho.
Safeguarding the Republic's security is of utmost importance.
Lumen, hayadatem et yichamamu. El danize chochka prostibin haundele brami shakamti. Remesamu husho elachem Yehuda. Ochlum seba machati larem et chul.
I'll handle it.
Yahenet batecheb bumeshevet batisa et kolum batepk. Yati ma macha abdesho chembe ye meisho. Etaycham vayu ayitatzeb un razab.
You will have your plans, and overriding those listening posts should prove easy.
Makbin zeroresho enai be'et tene. Remesamu husho elachem Yehuda. Ochlum seba machati larem et chul.
Your battle plans are safe and sound, and I managed to switch the listening posts.
Pintio mare, habet ma shomaniforus, hakoshobush ush toshulispu. El danize chochka prostibin haundele brami shakamti.
Things worked out this time, but I doubt the Empire's going to give up on stealing Republic secrets.
El danize chochka prostibin haundele brami shakamti.
What about my unit? Battle droid ambush. Pretty heavy casualties, I hear. And we're all stuck here in port. Master Jedi, you gotta do something. We need to get out there and help our guys, but our transports are all grounded.
Why are the transports grounded?
Get this. Our own ship started showing up as enemy blips on our scanners. Turns out it's an Imperial signal jamming operation. Command grounded all flights after our fleet shot down 3 of our own medship transports.
How many people aboard the medical transports?
Couple hundred. Imps probably planned it that way. We all want to hit back. The Empire's got a massive force protecting their operation. Too big for our local units to handle. If you don't cut through their defenses and shut down those jammers, I don't know who will.
Don't worry. Your transports will be airborne soon enough.
The jamming equipment's probably in the control tower, so you'll have to get access. I'll tell my superiors that you're going in. Nice work! They already started the medship transports, and reinforcement deployments are being prioritized.
This who I'm looking for, Private?
Yes, sir.
Captain Heron, 2nd Infantry. Thank you for getting our transports off the ground. You've done us a great service today.
It's all because Private Vecker wanted to get back to his unit so badly. You could use a man like him on the front.
I certainly could, which is why I've just signed his deployment orders. You're headed back to your unit, Vecker.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
How many times must we go over this? Any benefits of attacking the spaceport aren't worth the cost in lives.
Open your eyes, Captain. It's the only way to keep the imps from wiping you out. Excuse me, Master Jedi, but can you bonk this guy on the head? It's the only thing that might make him see reason.
I'll have to understand what's going on before I can help.
It's nothing to concern you, really.
Tell the truth, Bathans. Tell them you'd rather watch imp starfighters shred your men than take a risk and attack their hangars.
You're talking about the best defended hangars on Corellia.
You don't even need a frontal assault. A nasty enough team could slip into the starport and blow those ships under the Imps' noses.
I'll do it. I can handle a starport assault.
You're not under my command, so I can't order you to stand down. But my opinion is clear. If you're committed to this folly, we do have demolitions charges. Placed correctly, they'll bring down the hangars onto the fighters.
Hey, take this gun ripper, too. I used it to pry weapons off, pirate ships we raided on the Rimmer. The Imps have some fancy toys on their fighters. If you can bring some back, we can put them to good use.
Those snub fighters won't give your men any more trouble, Captain.
Told you it would work, Bathans! You owe me 100 credits.
I'll admit, I didn't expect to see you again. I've never been so pleased to be wrong. With those fighters out of the way, the Republic will have no problem establishing air superiority.
With air support, Republic troops should finally be able to put the Imps on the run.
Indeed. You've done us a great service, and it's our turn to make sure your efforts aren't wasted.
Thanks for slipping some of those weapons back with you. Those babies will turn a pretty profit and help shove the Imps out. Here's a little something for the extra effort. After all, part of the profit's yours, hmm?